Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So it has been a very busy week for me. So I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I hope everyone had a very nice Christmas. I got a lot of really nice gifts that I want to share with you. But it's been a very busy week. Maybe you've noticed that I haven't been online this week. That was because a niece came into town and she arrived on the 24th, which I think was Saturday. So it would have been the day after I did my last chat. And then Sunday was Christmas. Maybe I'm off by a day. And then, excuse me, I still have a cough. And then 3 days I went to Death Valley, returning just yesterday. And then I got up this morning at 4:30 to eat breakfast, and then took my niece to the airport. So it's been a very busy week, traveling around Los Angeles, showing my niece different places, and then going right to Death Valley. I'm not going to make this video about Death Valley. So if you're interested in seeing a travel video about Death Valley, please let me know in the comments, because I certainly took a lot of pictures. I will tell you, though, that it was either a 6 to 8 mile hike, and it about broke me. It was actually 3 separate hikes, 3 loops put all together. And so most of the people were just doing one loop, or they do one leg and back. But we did all 3 loops, basically. We do back. And it was downhill all the way at the beginning, and I knew there was gonna be hell to pay, and there was going back up. Oh my Lord! So if you want to hear that whole horrible, miserable story about the hike that almost broke me, but Garage Geek made it back safe and sound. Update about the live stream. The live stream was very successful, but I found out it was actually kind of stressful, right? Because I was trying to, talk about things, move it along quickly, and monitor the chat, but I couldn't do it all. But it was still successful. I think 11 people emailed me, and there were some items that multiple people wanted. I will divvy them up, and if I can, I will throw other things in the boxes to kind of make up for it. The most popular items were the CDs, and what I decided to do is, I don't know, within a couple weeks or so, I will make another video. I probably won't do a live stream, but I'll do another video, and I'll pull out 50 CDs to show, and I'll show them off. And if anybody wants them, they can note them and send them to me in an email, kind of as a follow-up, because I have so many CDs, and I could really go through and cull my collection a little to make things fit in here a bit more comfortably. So yeah, that's again a thank you. But another follow-up is this whole week I didn't have time to make the packages, so I will be making up those packages this week, and then taking them probably near the end of this week. Yeah, I'll take those packages to the post office. So since my live stream was a success, I'm going to take my success and turn it into a failure. So I'm going to try to do another live stream at the end of January. So within a whole month. And what I want to do is, let me grab this. Just like I always try to do, I want to make it cross genre. And so I'm going to have 4 items that I am going to do in a live stream as a review. And it will also be a chance for people to, just chat with me and jump off and on. So the point is that if you want, you could listen or watch or read these things throughout the month. And then if you would like to chat. So I'll build the live stream around these items, but then it will also become just a chat. So the first to listen to is Brian Eno's Music for Airports Ambient 1. To watch is M by Fritz Lang. This is available on the Criterion Collection. The book I'm going to try to choose a short book that's readily available. Now, this one is not readily available, but I looked on eBay. So for people in the United States, it is. There are plenty of used copies available quite cheaply. Now, this is Rat, and I'm going to try to pronounce this. Who knows if I pronounce it correctly? By Andrzej Zaniewski. Now, I read this book 25 years ago, maybe 30, and I loved it so much. So it is the life of a rat from the point of view of the rat. So you're experiencing the life of the rat as he lives it. I want to see if this book holds up to when I read it. Now, what's really interesting about this is that there was so much hype, I believe, about this author, and I think that this was, welcome to being published, and then I don't think he published anything else. It's very strange. So I actually, within this month, I also want to try to research the writer and find out what's going on. Anyways, Rat by Andrzej Zaniewski, and that spelling is Andrzej. That's a little bit difficult spelling, Andrzej. So I'm really looking forward to rereading that one. And then finally, She-Hulk by Marco Tamaki. And this is just recently printed, so it should be available. So if you are interested, the cover price is $40, but I think I paid $25 or $26, right? So if you're interested in any of those, you will have until the end of January. I'll make an announcement to read, watch, and listen to these 4 items. You can listen to 1, watch 1. You could do 2, 3, whatever you want. So like I said, I'm a glutton for punishment. If it fails, it fails, but I'm going to try it. So my next live stream will be based around those things, but it will also be just kind of like a kind of catch up. See where it goes. All right, let me put those down on the floor. Let me talk about some gifts that I got. So one of the gifts that I got was this carpet. I just threw it back here because I haven't had time to put it on the floor. Like I said, I just came back from camping yesterday, and I've been busy. I wasn't actually busy today. I was kind of like out of it, resting because I woke up so early and then I couldn't fall back asleep. But you don't need to hear all about that. So anyways, I got this nice carpet that I'm excited to put down here in front of the TV. I got this cool, I haven't opened it yet, but it's a national parks poster that you scratch off the ones that you've gone to. So I'll be able to scratch off Death Valley as soon as I put this up. So hopefully when I do my room tour, you'll see this. And a metal holder, because I'm going to put this on my door, and my garage door is made of metal. So this will be perfect on my garage door. I also got this beautiful National Parks calendar. And I especially love the artist renditions of the different parks. I buy the magnets and whatnot, and I try not to buy photos because I take photos, but I prefer seeing the different artist renditions of the parks, and so I'm really looking forward to finding some place to hang this up. But yeah, like I think that this is a really beautiful calendar. So I won't go through the whole calendar, but I mean, you get the picture. So I got that. And then I got this, my husband got me this one. So cute. I didn't even know you could do this. He got me a Garage Geek Funko Pop. When I opened this up, I started laughing because everyone was like, oh my God, it really looks like you. It's like, except for the hair is still black, and I don't have black hair anymore. But even, there's a dog in there. I wish there could have been 2, but you could only put 1, right? So Angel and Aries is there, and I don't know. It's just really cool. And it says, "You are one of one," and Garage Geek. So I am going to be prominently displaying that back there so everybody could see it in my videos. Yeah, isn't that awesome? All right. Of course, I got many more gifts than that, but those are the ones that I brought out. I would love to know what you got for Christmas. So if you could write it in the comments, or if you have, if you're someone who makes YouTube videos, I would actually love to see what you got for Christmas. Again, I'm going to take a sip of tea. My throat is really bad. I'm going to put this down. I guess I can go on to what I actually saw. Now, I didn't read anything this week. But before I left, I was able to watch 2 movies, I think, and I finished 1 show. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about those. If I can find my photos on here, they're there. Okay, so I'm a glutton for punishment, like I say. So the first one was the Netflix Christmas movie, Candy Cane Lane. Now, I actually wanted to watch this. So my husband picked a Christmas movie, which was, I forget, but I reviewed it last week, and it was Genie, right? And so I was like, okay, I know he likes Christmas movies. So I'm like, okay, now I'm going to pick one. And I always liked Eddie Murphy. He was horrible to gay people. So we're going to kind of just skip over that, right? But I've always been a big fan of his career. And I know he's made some stinker movies, but when I saw that he had a Christmas movie out, I wanted to see it. And the reviews looked interesting. So we went ahead and watched it, and no. I will say that I did enjoy the beginning, but after that, if you like Christmas movies, you'll like it. But I don't even think my husband liked this one. So I like this one more than my husband did, and he likes Christmas movies. So that should tell you that this is maybe a skip. It's a must skip. Candy Cane Lane. Okay, the next thing is that we watched a show, Nothing to See Here. So this is a Mexican show. I think there's either 8 or 10 episodes. And it's about a blind guy who wants to leave his hometown and go to Mexico City. He wants to escape his parents, who have always sheltered him his whole life. And he wants to be a stand-up comic. And his best friend is handicapped. And they're kind of trying to make their way through the big city together. And I really enjoyed it. It has some really funny parts to it. Not the best show ever, but it's short. I think that you'd probably enjoy it if you watched it. I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. But it did have some funny elements to it. And the last thing that I watched was the new Zack Snyder movie, Rebel Moon. Now, I went into this with low expectations. I've been hearing like some weird mixed reviews about this, but I really, really enjoyed it. It might have been because I had low expectations. I will say that from the beginning, I knew that if this isn't a copy or an homage or something to Seven Samurai, it absolutely should. Let's see if there's 7 characters. 2, 4, 6. Oh yeah, 7. It can't be a coincidence. This is Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa, and then it was made into an English language movie called Seven. I don't know. I forget, but it was a Western, and it actually won the Best Picture of the year. Seven Samurai is an absolute stone-cold masterpiece. It's amazing. I was fortunate enough to actually see it in the theater when I was younger. So I won't forget that. So that's always been a highlight of my cinema-going career. But anyways, this is basically Seven Samurai with a lot of other sci-fi movies. Like, you're going to see a lot of Star Wars, like the cantina scene and all that kind of stuff. Having said that, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. And like I said, I went in with low expectations, and I really think when you're approaching something like this, that's the best way. Because if there's too much hype and then you watch it, it's not going to live up to your expectations. But I actually really, really enjoyed this, and I am looking forward to part 2. So this was I forget, it had a subtitle and it said part 1, but this is Rebel Moon on Netflix by Zack Snyder, and like I said, highly recommended. So those are the things that I watched this week. I'm gonna show you some comics that I got. Now, when I came back from camping, I had some packages waiting for me. My husband was giving me the evil eye. So I'm gonna show off some of the things. Oh wait, first I have an album. So I took my niece to Amoeba Records. I wanted to show her Hollywood, and as we were walking around, I popped into Amoeba, and I bought one album while I was there, and it was this one. It cost me $2, which is $1 more than I wanted to spend, but I wanted to buy something. I actually picked up a Judy Garland. It was a beautiful condition. It was $5, but when I held it, I was holding it like this. My hand peeled off of it and it left a print. So it was something about the way it was printed. It was in gorgeous condition, but it was one of those sticky printing presses, and I wish I hadn't marred it up. But I went ahead and put it back because I think the print would go away, but I didn't want to mess with that. So I did end up keeping this one, and even though it's not in perfect shape, like you'll see a little bit here, but isn't that a great cover? What do you think? Let me get, which is better? So for $2, and it's got some famous songs like "As Time Goes By," "King of the Road," and of course they're going to be done in orchestra style. So I'm looking forward to listening to that one. So that is the one album I picked up. What do you think? Please let me know. And another book that I got that I'm so happy is I got another Demon Baby comic. It's this one. How awesome is that? I remember when Comic Collector Geek, I asked him to do Bratty and Demon Baby children as his Friday night thing, and that was kind of a disaster. But now whatever Garage Geek touches does not turn to gold. He's not like Heat Miser. So anyways, what do you think of that? It's not as good as my other one, but I don't care. I mean, that is still an awesome cover. He's even going like this. Come here. Yeah, it's maybe he's a demon child and he's like calling to a baby because he's gonna eat him. He's got the rattler and he's like, come here. I don't know, but isn't that a cool cover? In many ways, this kind of reminds me of a Mignola layout. I know that's not Mignola. Just the colors and everything about it. I can't read who that's by, but anyways, I'm so happy to have this Demon Baby cover. So I think now I only have a couple of Demon Baby covers. I'm going to show you some more though that came in a package today. I got this. Look at this awesome Wonder Woman. So we're going to break this down, okay? Because number one, they were touting it as some kind of bondage, and like she's always in bondage predicaments, but look at her feet. It's like she's a victim of the Chinese foot binding. Like, look at her feet. So weird. And then look at this guy's hands. They're so chubby. I mean, I love his fingernails are very well manicured. That's very nice. But he's got some chubby hands. Look at his big thumb. Kind of sexy hands. Big chubby hands. So I like the hand more than Wonder Woman with her Chinese bound feet. And then I got this. I got all these pretty cheap, by the way. I got a bunch of number ones, so I'm just going to show them off for no reason other. I got this Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter, and I think I got this cheap because there's some color bleeding on this, but it is a number one. And I also got this Doctor Strange annual, and it's a pretty cool cover. It says, "You might save your loved one from destruction, Doctor Strange, or prevent my planets devouring you, but you cannot do both. So you got to make a choice." So he's fighting off the planet, and he's also stopping her. So he's got to devote all of his energy to one or the other. And this is a Cockrum cover. I was so happy to get this next issue. anytime I can get some of these series, Jack Kirby series, and get the #1 issue, and I did not pay a lot for these. So this is Machine Man #1. Look at those great colors. Yeah. I also got Skull the Slayer #1. So cool. And the last two that I want to show off, I am not having luck getting the old X-Men issues. Like, people snatch them up and they go for so much money. So I was very, very happy to get this. Like, I did not pay much for this. Why? Because it's chipped here and it's chipped there. I don't care. I'm just so happy to have any of these X-Men issues in my collection. Like, I don't have any of them. I think the first one that I have is like 149 or something. Like, it jumps all that way. Like, I sold my X-Men collection when I was young, and they had on the back $40 for this. Ridiculous. I didn't pay anywhere near that. Like, nobody wanted it because of that that chipping. And so very, very, very happy to get that one. That one, I guess this is also a Cockrum cover. Let me see. Yeah, Austin and Cockrum. I'm going to stop saying Cockrum, okay? And this last one I want to show you. This is so awesome. I don't remember seeing this artist of the Hulk. I love this cover, but the art is so bad. I don't know. It's just all the colors jump out at you. But when you see Hulk, I'm sorry, I'm going to fat shame Hulk. He's got like pudge rolls over here. Sorry, I actually like pudge rolls. I don't care. But on Hulk, it looks weird. Like his foot. I want everybody to do this right now. His foot, the big toe is sticking straight out. So everybody, I want you to do this. I want you to take your big toe and force it straight out. But the other 4 have to curl in. It's just a weird position for your foot to be in. I guess maybe when he got shot in the back, that like really slammed in his foot and made his toe go sticking out and the other one's curling. I don't know, but that foot is just weird. But I don't care. Like, overall, it's such a great picture. The colors used in this. I don't even know who this artist is. I don't remember seeing this artist do much on Hulk. So maybe, although the face does look familiar. This is back when it was the when they were together, and I don't know. Like, that's really early Hulk. I think it's even before he got his. I think he did 6 issues. And then he went into where they were like two people per issue, like Captain America and Iron Man, and then there would be the Hulk and Submariner. And so I don't know. I don't know my history as well. I should. Sleepy Reader would know this, and who that artist is. But yeah, overall I love it. But it's just a weird piece of art. So those are some comics that I got. I will show one more since they're right here. I got a bunch of these Scalp Hunters, weird Western tales, and this one is great. Like, Scalp Hunter is arm wrestling Abraham Lincoln. Great. Sorry about that. Oh, I was able to get that. That's a great homage cover to Hulk #1. It's the 30th anniversary origin of Hulk retold, and this is issue number 393. All right. Let me see. I'm at 24 minutes, and I really think that I've covered all the... Oh, no! I got 2 more things to share with you. I got this in the mail from Amazon today. Paperback Fanatic. So this is issue number 46. So I found out about this. I don't know how. But it basically, each issue goes through some different, paperbacks, and they interview people. And it's just got covers. Like, H.P. Lovecraft. All these different, like, really, just old vintage paperbacks. And I'm kind of getting into them. And so I would like to pick up This frickin' cough. Camping made it worse. I do want to pick up some more of these back issues, but what fun is it going to be to pour through this and look, just look at all the different paperbacks. And I'm gearing up to go to a paperback show, which is in Glendale, not too far from here, in, I think it was March. I'm really looking forward to that. So this is kind of just, I read this book, The Tomb. I'm kind of looking forward to that. And they usually pick some series and they go through and they show different books. Like here's a series called Shadows and Horror Stories, and just a lot of fun. So as I've been on Whatnot, there are people who are rabid collectors of all this stuff, and they're in the rare and vintage paperback or rare and vintage books, and then they also have sci-fi horror vintage books, and they're in those rooms and they're scouring, and some people pay a lot of money for some of these books. Like I bid, and then I just stop and I just watch, because they'll bid $30, $40, $50 for one of these paperback books. So I'm going to show one that I got cheap. Here we go, because I'm all about getting stuff cheap. So I got this Alien Planet. It was so cheap, but look at what a cool cover that is. It's all red, and you got the alien on the back. Now look at this alien, is crazy, because I don't know what those are, because he's got eyes right there. So are those eyes? I don't know. And I guess this book is told from two different points of view, one from the alien and one from the person who befriends the alien. These old sci-fi books are just a hoot. I can't wait to be able to sit down and read some of these, but I can't, because I still have my my New Year's resolution. I have to finish reading all the books that I started. Okay, so this week I'm going to be looking over, I'm probably reading some of these articles, so I might be talking about this again next week. So if there's anything that I showed that you'd like to comment on, any of the gifts that I showed, I was so lucky. I didn't even show half my gifts. I got so many nice things. I got my carpet. I got my Garage Geek. It kind of looks like Dumbledore. Do I look like Dumbledore? And I got comics. Don't forget, I'll make an announcement for my live stream. Garage Geek has got to fail, so I got to set myself up for failure. So remember, these are the 4 items that we'll be discussing in the live stream. She-Hulk by Mariko Tamaki, Rat by Zaniewski, M by, I forgot, Fritz Lang, and Brian Eno's Ambient 1. All right, I want to thank everybody. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. This is the last Friday night chat of the year. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, I believe. Yeah, and then we've got a new year. So I want to wish everybody a new year. Remember, be safe. Don't drink and drive. My husband wants to go out to a club. I just hope I'm feeling up to it, because the way I haven't been feeling. But he really wants to go, so I'll probably just go anyway, and just I'll have to be sick the next week. That's just the way it is, right? You got to just give and take a little bit. So I want to thank everybody, as always, for the support as this year ends. I had a blast. I want to thank everyone who took part in my live show appreciation, and I will be mailing those packets out soon. All right, everybody. Again, thank you for all of your support.